Welcome to our continued coverage of the TIA Network of the Future Conference. We're here with Linsey Miller, Vice President of Marketing, Artesyn. Hello.
Hi, Deb.
5G is a critical issue being discussed this week at the Network of the Future Conference, one that you'll also be talking about during a panel session here at the event. Can you tell us some of the key changes we'll see in the wireless network in advance of 5G?
Sure. Everyone has a different perception of what they perceive the cloud to be. And that was actually a topic that we discussed in the panel session, because some people think of the cloud as a remote data center in Omaha, and everybody's accessing it from various places around the world. But the truth of the matter is the cloud is really decentralized already today and will be even more decentralized in the future. It will better serve the needs of consumers that have problems that need to be solved today, things like higher bandwidth or IoT analytics at the edge.
How will our lives change as subscribers with the 5G network?
Well, 5G brings the promise of much higher bandwidth to every user anywhere, which is a big task for the operators to make happen. And so just inherently, by having a bigger pipe, we can do so much more. There are things that we talk about in the future that I think will probably happen even sooner that need mission-critical, low-latency network performance, like driverless cars or video surveillance, things that are looking at the network, analyzing traffic patterns and behavior real-time, and we can't really do that with a centralized model. So by being able to push more functionality to the edge of the network, we're going to see a whole lot more applications that we've been dreaming about with 5G that will come to reality.
What changes are operators making to their networks for OTT video?
Well, with video in particular, it takes up so much more bandwidth than any other type of traffic. At any given point in time, it could be 75% of network capacity. And so OTT video is different from our old mentality of broadcast, where we have all of this content and then it is broadcasted out to users. And OTT is the opposite of that, because we dictate as consumers when we can see that video or how we want to see it or where we want to see it. So for service providers, it doesn't mean taking the most common video and storing it and then just serving it out to the masses. Instead, it means having to have so much more content available to users in different places at any time of day. And so really storing all of that content is not cost effective, and the best way to do that is real time. So being able to stream video both down and up real time means a lot of live transcoding, which means less storage and less cost for service providers. So with OTT in particular, what's really exciting to me is the convergence of SDN NFV and streaming video technology, which means you can use more general purpose hardware like x86 servers, for example, that are equipped with video accelerator engines. Those can be Intel-based x86 type solutions like Artesyn offers, or it can be NVIDIA cards, which are already used prevalently in the gaming and sports type applications. So I think it means that what we're doing is taking some of our data center technologies and actually making them better for video workloads, but doing that in a cost-effective way so that operators can actually still be profitable when they're having to serve these much higher bandwidth applications.
Can you tell us anything more about why video is so important to cloud providers?
Video is so important because it takes so much bandwidth and cost and support from the network, and it also defines the user experience. So if I got an email a few milliseconds later, I'm not going to notice, right? But if that video gives me the hourglass or I'm waiting for it to buffer, that's going to be frustrating from a user experience point of view. So for operators, making sure that they can seamlessly stream video to their consumers is really important because it defines the user experience.
Thanks so much for being with us here today.
Thank you for having me.